I feel like my life is completely falling apart. I feel like I'm in shambles. I feel like there's an impending sense of doom. It's honestly just way too much. Oh my God, is that a bug? Okay, perfect segue into ADHD. So this video is gonna be about ADHD because it's ADHD Awareness Month. And I just have a lot of things to say because this is something that I really struggle with. Like, again, impending sense of doom feeling lately. I just feel like my symptoms are getting a lot worse. And ADHD is just one of those things where I feel like so many people, especially like boomers, no offense, are like, oh, it's not really real, or we're tougher than that, like in my day, and we can overcome that. And people are being babies because you can't, you're just being lazy. You gotta get up and go, and it's just like, ADHD is just so misunderstood. And it's part of what I wanted to talk about today a little bit. So I just wanted to open up with some of my struggles about ADHD, because if you've been following me for a while, you know that I definitely have something, and who knows what it is. I feel like sometimes just like my videos are just sporadic, but that's honestly just how I am most of the time. And I think it's just because I can't ever focus. I can't do anything. Like, school was just terrible. I failed like all my classes, barely passed, I should say, but I feel like I failed all my classes. There's just a lot of things I just want to open up about, just to kind of honor ADHD Awareness Month. And the big reason why I want to open up about it is because it's something that I really struggle with, like in my everyday life. Like, even just this morning, I woke up and I just felt paralyzed. I like, there's just too much to do. Like, I feel like I'm doing things all by myself. Like, I feel like I'm not qualified. And then I'm like, okay, just one step at a time. So like, wake up, be like, okay, I can do this, go into the shower, but then I have to like climb over obstacles in order to even get to my shower, which, I mean, kind of happy that I'm able to do this video today because I didn't even clean behind me. It's actually not that bad. I kind of just shoved a lot of the stuff on the floor. Like, I mean, there's really nowhere. I'll show you later. Well, I'll show you now. Insert B-roll footage. Look at this mess. This is what I was talking about. Like, I just can't, for some reason, figure out how to... Cecil. This is the real struggles of ADHD, This is part of the real struggle. There's just nowhere to walk. I can't feel inspired living in a space like this, but then I don't feel like I have enough time because my time management really sucks. And I don't know. I just feel like if I made a video like this, especially for it is Dwarfism Awareness Month as well. Oh my God, it's Dwarfism Awareness Month and ADHD Awareness Month. This is my month, and it's Halloween. Holy hey, this is my favorite month ever. It's important for ADHD Awareness Month, I mean, especially if I can help somebody out there, or if there's some... Hello? Oh my God. Here, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone because I'm recording. What time is the dentist?
Like 3:15, real soon.
And it's like an hour away, and it's like 2:15.
Yes, it's rush hour. It's already started. You need to come now.
Oh, crap. Okay, well, I'm filming, but this totally plays into the whole ADHD thing, so...
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I have to go, huh?
Yeah, come on. You gotta get over here.
Okay, bye. Okay, so obviously, oops, I have to go. Which sucks because now I'm spending the night at my mom's tonight because we're doing like videos today and tomorrow, and so I won't get back to this, but that's okay. It's all part of the ADHD. Okay, so it's the next day, obviously, because I've changed. But no, that's not always true. A lot of people do wardrobe changes in the middle of videos, I guess. But not me. This is definitely the next day. Got our fruit flies. What's known about ADHD so far? Okay, so there's still a lot that we don't know, and I'm obviously not a medical expert. I'm just gonna look this up. ADHD, what we know. So here's like the medical diagnosis of ADHD. It's a chronic condition including intensive... I'm dyslexic as well. A chronic condition including attention difficulty, hyperactivity, and impulsiveness. ADHD often begins in childhood and can persist into adulthood. It may contribute to low self-esteem, troubled relationships, and difficulty at school or work. I did a video recently actually about ADHD and like the strengths and weaknesses that I've just really have learned. Check it out. Why is nobody talking about the fact that ADHD is actually kind of a superpower? I'm so tired of people saying that it's just bad. So I'm gonna list a couple of things that are good. If we're doing something we love, we get tunnel vision, and we can literally be doing that for like 3 days without eating or sleeping. which is honestly insane. We are ADHD in a non-ADHD world. Things can just be a lot harder for us. Confusing, we can feel alone. But the thing is, we always end up figuring it out. So that builds character and self-awareness. We are insanely creative because we problem solve differently. So we're usually good at finding solutions to anything. Let's be honest, we don't totally live in reality and we don't think through things completely, but that's what makes us adventurous and exciting. Great for people skills. And yeah, I know the downsides suck, like not having the motivation to do mundane tasks like cleaning your room. Oh, and time management is a big one for me. I don't know who, but somebody needed to hear this because there are too many ADHD people in my DMs wanting to give up. And listen, I get it, but if you can just fix the things that suck, you're unstoppable. So after I got diagnosed when I was 18, okay, I cannot believe I just found this. This was when I was little and my mom put me on the 3-week trial to see, different medications. Here, look at that. She's basically like, he's sitting around, he's not doing anything, it's terrible. So yeah, it's basically just saying I might have some communication issues, all this stuff. And they were not sure, so they're trying different stuff. And this one was when I was 18. Oh, I guess I was 17. School evaluation notes that Peter received, my real name's Peter. Peter received services as communication disorder beginning in preschool because of his articulation problems. He was changed to a specific learning disability based on professional judgment, and this was discontinued at grade 6. At the point of the reevaluation at grade 9, he received 30 minutes of study skills and checked in on a daily basis. My grade average was a C-, barely making it. Basically saying that everyone else was way more mature than me. And I'm just well, guess I'll be young forever then. Also, the cool thing about some people with ADHD is sometimes they're able to excel in another part of their brain, So for me, I'm dumb everywhere, except I'm in the top 3 percentile of spatial intelligence. So that's problem solving, creative problem solving and trying to figure things out and puzzles and dungeons in Zelda. Yeah, just figuring out other ways to do something. I strongly suggest that he consult with a psychiatrist to look at medication for ADHD. This was tried briefly in middle school. So this was the week-long test that I did. It's a lot of very interesting things here. Blast from the past, but there's that. So after I got diagnosed when I was 18, felt like I had a complete paradigm shift, right? Like I was just saying. The problem now though, was because we live in a non-ADHD world, I had to go through the proper channels to help me get treatment. And this was the worst. Okay, so I tried to go through the proper channels, but I was too broke to get a psychiatrist at the time. I was on welfare. I tried everything. I called all these different resources. I was walking into Skid Row helping centers and other places to just try and get some help. I knew how I can help myself, but I had to go through the proper channels, I ended up seeing 8 psychiatrists during this era of my life where I was trying to get help, but all 8 would not help me due to all the statistics around ADHD treatment and people living in poverty. So just because I didn't have the money to go through the proper channels, they grouped me in with the people who were abusing the medications that I really needed to help me just get through a day. One psychiatrist actually prescribed me seizure medication. I've never had a seizure in my life. She gave me seizure medication because she thought that it was better for me to try than something I know that works just because other people in her practice were abusing the same medication. That's not treating everybody equally. That's not treating everyone as an individual. That's grouping everybody together. I just get so passionate about this because I'm just if I'm so driven and motivated for something that I want, and even if I have no money, I'll make sure it happens. But this was one thing that I could not figure out, and I was crying about it because it was sad. I'm not gonna get anywhere in my life. What I ended up doing, and my mom was why would you ever do this? Actually, everyone I ever talked with was why would you do this? But I'm I need to figure out something. So I went on Craigslist. I looked for clinical trials. And then I went on Google and typed in clinical trials. So for the next whole era of this battle I was having with ADHD, I decided to do 3 clinical trials. So each different one, we're at separate times, each one, you don't know anything. And the person and your nurse or doctor who's giving you these trial medications can't tell you what's in them. And I don't even know if any of these medications actually made it to market. So like, what if I was taking medication that just knocked off 10 years of my life, you know? Like it could have happened, but to me, like that was still worth trying to like figure out some sort of way to help myself. I was desperate, you know? Then after my last clinical trial round, I was pretty much just terminated from the program because I've done so many clinical trials with them. So after that, I just had nowhere really to go. Kind of back at square one again. I didn't want to go back to those other psychiatrists. But then a friend ended up telling me about a platform called Done First. So I ended up Googling it, and I went onto their website, donefirst.com, and saw that there was like a really fast, like quick diagnosis test to see like if you qualify. So I leaned in. I was like, what's this online thing? I've already done so many other things, but at this point I'm like, I've already done everything else, so why not like try an online thing too? So they had like a really fast ADHD diagnosis appointment. So I took that test, and obviously I passed because I already had been diagnosed. And it was like the angel choir started to sing, because the webpage came up after that and it was like 3 buttons. Like that's it. It was like schedule an appointment, like reach out to us, or like one other thing. So I actually tried it. I realized it was a place where I could actually get treated. Like I could actually do what I wanted to do. Like it fit everything that I had been wanting to do like my whole life. I felt like I finally found something that I could actually afford at the time. It's fast, it's personalized. There's 24/7 support at all times. I just don't understand how we are able to get this kind of level of catering for our ADHD needs, and it's cheaper than a psychiatrist. I'm just like, how is that even possible? But it is. So I don't know. It's a huge win-win in my opinion. And luckily I found the Done platform as soon as I started making videos. So like, thank God. Because I went through a lifestyle change, you know, like I changed careers. I was singing before this. I was in a touring like music group, and then happened. I, came home and started making videos, and they started popping. And so I was like, oh my God, I need to like shift my career, or like shift my lifestyle and shift everything. So I felt like in order to do that, I needed a lot of help and a lot of treatment my ADHD, because I knew, again, my weaknesses, organization, time management, all these things. And now I'm being like pushed into being an entrepreneur, like, which is great. Like I'm so fortunate to be in this situation, and like blah, blah, blah. It's all great. But it's just doesn't, in a lot of ways, the business side doesn't line up with my mindset. But as soon as I did that, it shifted everything for me. Sounds so stupid. And like, I've been talking probably for like an hour, and my editor probably hates me. Oh my God, and my battery's about to die. Hold on. So using the Done platform has actually just been like such a game changer. I just feel like so many people feel hindered because of their ADHD, And like, I know I did, and I know a lot of people do, young, old, whatever. If this is one way to help you unlock your full potential, then try it, And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But like, trying it won't hurt. And if it's easy, it's worth it. So I hope that's gonna help at least somebody out there knowing that. And just wanted to share a little bit about my personal journey, because this is something that I really am so passionate about, and I can talk about forever, which my editor probably hates me because I've now been talking for like 2 hours, and he has to cut this down to like, 6 minutes? Maybe it'll be like longer than that, but hopefully it helps. And if you're struggling with anything, like you can't get out of bed, you're just super struggling, you can't figure it out, you feel just so not equipped for life in the way it is, and just feel like you can't fit into like the system, or confused. Basically, if you're just feeling like you can't handle the ADHD symptoms, please just reach out to me. I would love to talk to you, help like encourage you. Like, just because I really, really know, and I've really thought that my life won't work. However I can encourage you, and however I can listen, let me know. And best of luck, because it is a journey. So feel free to reach out, comment, something that you struggle with. Let me know if you've ever tried the Done platform, or if you do try it after this. And yeah, okay, I feel like I just ran a marathon with my emotions. All right, that's enough of me being vulnerable. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe because I hate it when YouTubers do that, but I hope that this helps somebody. Okay, that's it now. Bye, love you.
Bye, have a great time.